If you watched the vice presidential debate last night, I think we can all agree that there was one clear winner. Okay, but really, that was hilarious, and even in the bug community, we have undecided voters.
For environmental justice, sorry, as a bug.
But on a serious note, I thought this debate was like a 14 out of 10 compared to the last one's like -2. Just kidding. I thought it was a prime example of white male supremacy and its common dismissal and disrespect for black women. I'm not sure if I'm more concerned with the amount of likes on this or their obsession with white supremacy. And I was absolutely appalled by his mansplaining.
Problem tonight is that Vice President Pence appeared flaccid. Tonight, he made my skin crawl, and I think showed that you can be insulting without using insults. Constant interruptions, the mansplaining, the condescending to both of the women on that stage.
I think a lot of people were noticing some mansplaining going on tonight.
I don't know. I didn't see it that way.
Thank you. Those people cry about everything. But when a Washington Post columnist is agreeing, maybe, just maybe, your candidate didn't do that good of a job. But what do I know? I'm just one person. Let's look at some of the polls.
Lands on your head for 2 minutes. You know, that's a sign all through history of sin. And historically, biblically, he who commands the fly has always been seen historically as the mark of the devil. So I'm not
Steve,
relevant, but
now I have to ask for the record, are you joking? Because the fly could have landed on anyone.
But it didn't. It landed on Mike Pence, and it says something.
This was such a bad take, Ari laughed at him. I posted a fact-checking video right after the debate yesterday.
Joe Biden will not end fracking. He has been very clear about that.
Very clear.
No new fracking. We are going to get rid of fossil fuels.
Well, like, what about, say, stopping fracking and stopping pipe?
Would there be any place for fossil fuels, including coal and fracking, in a Biden administration?
No, we would work it out. We would make sure it's eliminated. I guarantee you, we're going to end fossil fuel, and I am not going to cooperate. No ability for the oil industry to continue to drill, period. Ends. Number one.
3 consecutive American presidents have enjoyed stints of explosive economic growth due to a boom in oil and natural gas production. As president, would you be willing to sacrifice some of that growth, even knowing potentially that it could displace thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of blue-collar workers in the interest of transitioning to that greener economy?
The answer is yes. The answer is yes.
My family lives in western Pennsylvania, where fracked gas wells have become a common sight. Will you commit to implementing a federal ban on fracking your first day in office?
There's no question I'm in favor of banning fracking. So, yeah.
And here are some more truth bombs.
When you were DA, when you left office, African Americans were 19 times more likely to be prosecuted for minor drug offenses than whites and Hispanics.
True.
It looks a little bit like plagiarism, which is something Joe Biden knows a little bit about.
Ultimately, it was accusations of plagiarism in his speeches.
I did not know that was a Robert Kennedy quote. My mistake.
That forced him to drop out of the race.
And here are some more truth bombs. True. This is the EPA website. No, he did not say it was a hoax. Why do they keep refusing to answer this question? It's pretty important. Joe Biden today said that you'll know my opinion on court packing once the election is over. A little bit of a red flag. And this, it wasn't only tax cuts for the rich. And she repeated the Charlottesville neo-Nazi thing and said that he refuses to condemn white supremacy, and I've covered that hundreds of times. I am literally so tired of talking about him condemning white supremacy that I think I'm just gonna get a Trump condemns white supremacy t-shirt to wear in every single video. So I'm not even gonna talk about that one. But these were all fact checks by NY Times. That's when you know. Pretty funny when Pence was talking about China censored it. Wonder who they're for. Now, here are some of my favorite parts.
But look, Senator Harris, you're entitled to your own opinion, but you're not entitled to your own facts. Love to respond. Look, lost the trade war with China. Joe Biden never fought it. When you talk about accepting the outcome of the election, I must tell you, Senator, your party has spent the last 3.5 years trying to overturn the results of the last election. It's amazing. When Joe Biden was vice president of the United States, the FBI actually spied on President Trump and my campaign. I mean, there were documents released this week that the CIA actually made a referral to the FBI documenting that those allegations were coming from the Hillary Clinton campaign. And of course, we've all seen the avalanche, what you put the country through for the better part of 3 years until it was found that there was no obstruction, no collusion, case closed. And then, Senator Harris, you and your colleagues in the Congress tried to impeach the President of the United States over a phone call. If Joe Biden and Kamala Harris.
You know, that's a good
White
segue into our third topic,
segue.
which is about the economy.
First of all, to the Mueller family, I know about your daughter's case, and I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Seems like the world against you, but that word is too official. Like a referee with a whistle. Ooh. And they say I'm a sellout because they disagree. Call me coon.